I'm an empath. That's part of my issues, and part of the reason why things are taking a toll on me. With that being said, check out the current events that are taking place. I mean, significantly, we'll just go with back in August of 2016. Oh, maybe even a little before that. Definitely in the election year. But Trump initiated the shift. Well, pardon me. The shift was imminent. It happened back in 2012. What was it? December 21st, 2012? I think that's what it was. And that's when we went into the golden year. And before I upload this, I'm going to verify it. If not, like, I'm pretty confident with that answer. December 21st, 2012 is when the shift is supposed to happen. And that's because we go a notch and we break into the golden age, the age of information. The thing is that people don't know what to do with all the information, and so they're creating a bunch of this and the other. And see, like, we've got some glares going on right in there. So, I mean, that just is representative of planets or stars or whatever behind me. And in all reality, that is the case. Because behind me, there are stars and planets and all that good stuff. And so there's a lot of them out there. Space is big. Anyways, the shift that's going on, or or what's been going on since 2012 to now. I mean, we've kind of matured a little bit. We're still immature in this fetus state, and from my understanding, basically one tick on the solar calendar is about the lifespan of a human being, and so we're still going through the infantile phase. Some of us have been awake for quite some time and considered conspiracy theorists are nuts. And the thing is that there's a lot of disinfo going on out there in regards to some of the controversies or the conspiracy theories. The age of information, that's the golden age that we're living in. Maybe I'm wrong, but I'm calling it, because that's definitely the age that we live at. And what's more outstanding is that I'm glad I made videos debunking Michio Kaku, because his line of work was string theory. And so this is called piecing things together. This is pretty significant right now, and actually just piece things together. Michio Kaku was actually drafted. He was an infantryman in the United States Army, went down to Fort Benning. More power to him, but the thing is, he was a nerd, and they realized that he had a high aptitude. And the thing is that they wanted him to work on the space weapon program, the Star Wars program, under the Reagan administration. And being that he is such a fellatio given man towards Albert Einstein, he's like, I'm pacifist. But the thing is that and just like Einstein, they both of them sold themselves out for the military-industrial complex. And so, even though Michio Kaku was working on is working on still a foolish theory. Think about how much money that was allocated towards that program under the guise of research when it was actually research for the military-industrial complex, MIC. Because that's the way that the MIC helps disrupt the balance sheets, which is why the Department of Defense, the DoD, is $23 trillion in the unknown. There's $23 trillion that's not accounted for. That's pretty significant in the grand scheme of things, I'd say. Alright, so going back to Stephen Greer, because there's all this big hubbub about these UFOs and whatever else. Well, look at Tom DeLonge and his, oh my god, that was just painful listening to him. And he was trying to act like a pro when he's a novice in this line of work. And the thing is that that's part of the reason why he has a bunch of people behind him, because, well, he's just a dog being trained. And this is part of the disinfo shenanigans that are going on. I've already made this a lot longer than I meant to. I'm going to confirm December 21st, 2012 is when the Mayan calendar ended. And as I said, we went into the Golden Age, the Age of Enlightenment. Hence, the Information Age. And, just a little quick bonus. Just saw, an article that scientists were able to detect waves in the ionosphere during the Great American Eclipse on August 21st. Not my birthday. It is my birthday, but I was about to say 1983. 2017. And what happened is that as because the moon was in front of the sun, there was a shadow cast upon the earth, and there were waves. And all that is the waves that were detected were thermal and radioactive and whatnot. Because, number one, the moon is it takes 2 seconds for the light from, pardon me, it takes, it is, oh my goodness. So it takes about 7.5 minutes for the sun's light to reach the earth. And, about 8 minutes to reach the sun or the moon. Anyways, disregard that thought. What it comes down to is that light is information. It's photons. What is a photon? That's a good question. And what I would like to say is that a photon is just the friction of space-time. I digress. The sun, a shadow moves infinitely fast because it's devoid of information. At least in theory. At least in theory. Because if we put our hand in front of it, if we have something big enough to block the sun, just for a second, it should be night for a second. It should be, but it's not instantaneous. Well, it is instantaneous at the point. Well, it appears to be. Oh my goodness. Okay, I'm sorry. Just like when I'm looking on my phone doing a selfie video, it's going from me and my eyes to the visual to my screen back to my eyes. That's a round trip. It's not just one way. String theory is dead. And I've been saying it since 2012 that, hey, y'all, all energy is the act of falling. It's movement. That's it. That's kinetic energy. Oh, and it goes to the zero particle, which ultimately strains space-time. With space-time being disrupted, that causes things to orbit. With movement, we remove ourselves from absolute zero. Absolute zero is a zero particle. That's decayed. And that's why oh my God, I'm going on a tangent. Take care, be safe, be kind, stay strong, and just realize that the sun is merely a black hole which has surrounded itself in a tremendous amount of hydrogen because the vacuum of space is filled with hydrogen. Love you.